Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Prime Mind Flow. If you're ready to level up your life, build incredible habits and achieve your dreams, then you are at the right place. Today, we are diving into 100 Things Successful People Do by Nigel Cumberland. This audiobook offers incredible insights into the habits and behaviors that successful people around the world practice. These are habits you can apply today to start living a life of success, fulfillment, and achievement. So, grab your pen, get ready for some powerful takeaways, and let's dive in. 100 Things Successful People Do is a treasure trove of actionable advice. The best part is, the 100 things are not just abstract concepts but practical real-world strategies. Whether you are aiming for professional success, personal growth, or both, this book covers it all. Nigel Cumberland breaks success down into bite-sized, easy-to-follow habits that you can start implementing right away. From creating a strong morning routine to building resilience and fostering deep relationships, successful people don't just focus on one area, they cultivate success in every aspect of their lives. We are going to break this down into segments and focus on the most impactful habits from the book. But first, let me ask you, are you ready to shift your mindset and start making changes today? Let me know in the comments if you are excited to start practicing some of these habits. In the first segment, where we will focus on the power of daily habits, let's kick things off by talking about something that every successful person knows: the power of daily habits. Successful people know that success doesn't happen overnight. It is built daily. They focus on small, making improvements consistently. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly effective. Habit 1. Start their day early. A common trait of many successful people is that they wake up early. This gives them to focus on their priorities before the world starts demanding their attention. Whether it is reading, exercising, or planning your day, this quick time in morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. For example, Apple CEO Tim Cook wakes up at 3:45 a.m. every day to get ahead on the work and exercise. That's how he stays sharp. Imagine that. What could happen in your own life if you started waking up at an early hours? Habit number 2. Set clear goals and priorities. Successful people are not wandering aimlessly. They set clear goals and prioritize them. Knowing your why, your purpose, gives you the motivation to stay focused. When we take the example of Elon Musk, he sets extraordinary high goals for himself and his companies, like sending humans to Mars. While these goals seem unreachable to most, the clarity of his vision pushes him and his team to break boundaries. The third habit of taking care of your health. Your health is your wealth. Successful people understand that their mind and body must be in peak condition in order to operate at their best. This means regular exercise, eating well, and making sleep a priority. When we talk about Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin, swears by his daily fitness routine. He says that exercising gives him more energy to tackle his work and keep him mentally sharp. By establishing these foundational habits, successful people consistently move forward towards their goals. Now, think about this. How many of you already wake up early or work on your health? How would you feel if you pushed yourself just a little bit more in these areas? Let's talk about building resilience and mindset. Success is never a smooth ride. It is a journey full of challenges and setbacks. But what separates successful people from the rest is their ability to bounce back from failure and stay focused on their long-term visions. If we talk about the fourth habit, that embrace failure as learning opportunities. Failure is a part of the process. The best don't let it stop them. They use it as feedback. It is about learning what didn't work and adjusting your approach. If we talk about Oprah Winfrey, She was fired from her first television job, but instead of seeing it as a setback, she used it to propel herself to greater success. Today, she is one of the most influential women in the world. If we talk about the development of growth mindset, a growth mindset is the belief that you can improve with efforts, practice, and learning. Successful people embrace challenges and see setbacks as opportunities to grow. Michael Jordan, considered by many to be the greatest basketball player ever, was actually cut from his high school basketball team. He didn't give up, he worked harder, and the rest is history. If we talk about the sixth habit, that practice self-discipline. Discipline is the key to success. It is easy to be motivated at the beginning of a project, but sticking with it over the long haul requires discipline. If we talk about the J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishers before she found success, but her persistence and self-discipline in continuing to write eventually made her a billionaire. Resilience and mindsets are everything. When it comes to long-term success, if you want to build the same resilience, try asking yourself, what can I learn from these challenges? It is a mindset shift that could change your life. Now, let's talk about developing relationship. No one succeeds alone, and building strong, supportive relationship is one of the most powerful habits successful people cultivate. Success is not just about what you know, but who you know. Successful people build strong network, not just for business, but for emotional support and mentorship. If we talk about Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people in the world, credits much of his success to the relationships he has with other successful investors. He surrounds himself with people who challenge him and push him to think differently. Now, we need to focus to surround yourself with the like-minded people. You have probably heard the saying, you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. This is so true. Successful people surround themselves with the people who inspire them, who share their values, and who push them to grow. Think of Bill Gates and his relationship with Warren Buffett. Both men are incredibly successful, and they learn from each other by constantly challenging each other's thinking. Now, let's talk about the practice active listening. To build meaningful relationship, you need to listen. Successful people listen actively to others. They don't just wait for their turn to speak. Oprah Winfrey is known for her ability to listen deeply during her interview. She makes people feel heard, and in return, she builds authentic and valuable relationships. Building relationship is a two-way street. It is about being present, listening, and offering value to others. Try focusing on how you can strengthen the relationship around you, whether in business or personal life. Now, if we talk about the time management and productivity, successful people are master of their time management. They know that time is their most valuable sources as they use it wisely. They prioritize their time and task. One of the biggest productivity hacks is learning how to prioritize your task. Successful people don't try to do everything. They focus on what truly matters. Steve Jobs was known for his ability to focus. He made sure that his time was spent on activities that aligned with his own vision for Apple, and he didn't get distracted by everything else. So, further, we have the rule of 80-20. You must have heard about this rule, that 80-20 rule or Pareto principle states that 80% of the results come from 20% of your efforts. Successful people use this rule to identify the tasks that brings the most value. Mark Zuckerberg spent his time on the most important tasks that helps Facebook grow and delegating the rest. In this book, we have further most important habits that avoid procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of productivity. Successful people break big tasks into smaller, manageable chunks to avoid feeling overwhelmed. If we take the example of Nike founder Phil Knight, would break his larger goal into smaller, actionable tasks and ensuring he could consistently move the company forward without getting bogged down. Let's continue further. Time is something we can never get back. How are you spending yourself? Start thinking about how you can prioritize what matters most and let go distraction. We had covered a lot of ground today, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. 100 things most successful people do is packed with more practical habits and strategies, each one designed to help you unlock your full potential. Now it's time to take action. Pick 3 habits from today's audiobook that you will start implementing right now. Whether it is waking up early, building stronger relationships, or learning to prioritize your time, make today the day you begin to make changes. For the support and the growth of this channel, you can comment below which habit you are most excited to start with. I will be reading your responses and checking in with you on how you're progressing. Thank you so much for listening this audio. If you found this audio helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and share this audio with anyone who could use a little inspiration. Let's spread the success together. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep succeeding.